Anthony Hartley here with someone that by now, if you watch YSN, you should know because she's done more player profiles than most, and we have her for one more year. Kylie Folkwein joining us for an Austintown Fitch volleyball player profile. Kylie, thanks for coming on and being with us right after Chipotle.
Yep, of course.
We love having you, and the first thing we got to ask is something we haven't asked you before because you've never been a senior before. What's it feel like to be a senior?
Um, it's a very emotional feeling, obviously, knowing it's my last year playing. But I'm happy that I've had the steps I've had leading to my senior year, being able to express all my emotions towards my players, and just really trying to put everything out there that I have left for my senior year to have another great season.
We ask all the seniors we talk to this, and everyone kind of has a different answer of when it kind of sunk in that they're a senior. Has it sunk in for you yet that you are a senior, or do you think it hasn't even hit yet?
I don't even think it's hit yet because I know I'm gonna be really emotional when it's actually realize that my volleyball games are coming to an end because I love this sport. I've been playing it for so long, but it hasn't hit in yet. Yeah, no.
You know yourself better than anybody. When do you think it will hit in? Do you think it'll wait until senior night? Do you think it won't until you're done? Do you think it'll first game of the season? When do you think it'll really hit you?
I think it'll definitely hit senior night, realizing that I'm not the one decorating the locker rooms. I'm not the one getting all the signs ready the night before, and I'm gonna be like, wow, this is actually my senior night this year. And it's gonna obviously it always meant a lot, like for us decorating for the seniors, but realizing it's all for my team and myself, for our senior night is really gonna be like, oh my god, it's clock's ticking, season's almost over.
Clock's ticking for sure. But luckily for you, that's not for a while. You still got the
Yeah.
whole season before you have to worry about that. Let's talk about this volleyball season. What are some things that you're looking forward to the most about this team and this year?
Um, we pretty much have the same team except that we're gonna have a new libero and we have an outside spot open to fill in. But we've always been a very aggressive and competitive team. Almost most people on our team play two sports, so we're all very athletic and we've known each other for a while. We've all been playing together for so long, so I think our chemistry is probably the best thing that we have, and that we're just working on consistent right now. Because we are a really good team and we're all consistent. We're all working towards one goal, but right now we're trying to get our bits and pieces together to really have a whole flow for the whole season.
One thing Fitch volleyball has had almost your whole career is just balance on offense. And it almost never has to be all you getting all the kills.
Yeah.
What's it like for you as an outside hitter to just know that it doesn't have to be you every night? You can have a night where maybe your hits aren't working or maybe the defense is really locking in on you and you can still go out and succeed as a team.
Yeah. Um, Obviously that's all to Riley because she reads the block very well. She reads the court very well. Knowing that all the pressure is not on me every time is really relaxed. I could stay more calm, knowing that my middle can get a kill, our right side can get a kill. Even we're working on back row attacks as well. So Presley or Jules can get a kill from the back row. It's very spaced out and it just makes as a hitter or any hitter that's getting a lot of sets in to consistently keep getting kills. It's definitely a lot of pressure taken off my shoulders.
Anyone that follows you knows how hard you're working on your softball career and life after high school and softball. How do you kind of balance that with also staying locked in for this volleyball team during the summer and making sure that you're ready to go when the season starts?
Really just time management. Yesterday I was at a camp and then I got home last night and then I woke up at 7 a.m. and went to practice today. So really I'm just trying to I'm talking to Coach Herb and my travel coaches, just really just trying to find a balance between hey, I need to go to a softball camp this day or I need to go to visit this day. Is it okay if I go there and come to volleyball later this day? And both of my coaches are very understanding. Obviously Coach Herb knows. Coach Herb played softball and she went through the recruiting process for volleyball because she played volleyball in college. So she knows that could be a very stressful thing and she's been there every single step of the way, and I'm really appreciative of her for being so understanding in this whole entire process.
I think people look at athletes like you that play multiple sports and want to play one in college and just think, well, they're just athletes. They're just doing what they do. You just gave us a little bit of peek of the sacrifices you make. And went to a camp, got home, probably didn't have too much time before you went to bed, woke up at 7 a.m., went right to volleyball. I mean, how do you kind of balance it all? I know we've asked you that so many times, but it just seems like every year is more on your shoulders, more on your plate as you get further and further in that recruitment process. How do you kind of keep yourself from losing your mind, essentially?
Um, this summer was definitely full of traveling. I think I was home maybe 2 weeks this whole entire summer, like scattered days. But it's something I love, and I know I want to put all the effort I can into it because one day it's all going to be over. Like I'm not going to be able to play sports anymore. So I feel like just like knowing that like I'm so close to being where I want to be with my softball career that it just like makes me like want to like keep pushing and know that I can do it. And I just want to like prove to myself that I am good enough to play like that. And then also like my teammates, I have to also show up for volleyball every day, give all my effort because I can't just be like, oh, I had softball, I'm sorry I couldn't make it. Like, no, I made a commitment to volleyball as well, and I have to just keep pushing every day, knowing that I have two roles to fill.
Now, I think a lot of kids in your position, especially when softball is, such an elite level, would kind of just say, you know what, we're going to do softball. We're going to focus on that. We see a lot of specialization, especially in the bigger states. What made it so important for you to say, no, we're still going to do the volleyball. And this year, we're going to go back to basketball. We're going to put time into that. And we're still going to make those commitments to the players on that team.
I feel like after taking a break from basketball, like, and really working on softball, yeah, it helped me a lot this summer, like, knowing that it was my recruiting year, and it's, like, helped me a lot, but I just love playing volleyball. Like, I've loved playing it since I first started. When I first walked on the court, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to play. Because, like, my parents asked, like, Callie, do you want to play both these sports? Just focus on softball. And I was like, no, I'm going to play all three. Like, I literally could not just, like, give it up for how much, like, I love the sport. I always knew that softball was going to be my career path because that one I just, like, elevated a little bit more in. But softball and basketball, I worked just as hard, and I just couldn't give them up anymore. And I knew that my time was coming to an end, especially this year, so I'm going to put all I have out left for it.
This might be hard to pinpoint, but what is it about the sport of volleyball that you love so much that you're willing to make those sacrifices to stay on the team?
I feel like really playing with my best friend Riley. Like I couldn't imagine not like playing a sport with her. Like we played softball when we were little together. Then like when we got into like middle school, we were only with the rivalry teams in like middle school. And then when we got into high school, like me and her just have like such a great bond that like it just clicks on the court. Like literally, we don't even have to like say anything. I know the ball's gonna come to me, and she expects me to get a kill. I know it's gonna be a great set. And like I just like all the girls on like the volleyball team I've been also playing softball with since I was little. So there's such great memories. And volleyball, it's just something about like such like the quick paced game that you don't have in softball as much that like this makes me like want to be more competitive and more like eager to play and like win games. I don't know. It's just like the competitiveness of the sport, and it's so like loud and just exciting.
All the time we're talking about you're putting in the sports, you're also a student too. You have one more year of classwork at
Yeah.
Austintown FITCH. What's your senior year look like in the classroom? Have you kind of set yourself up for a little bit of a elective / easier senior year, or do you still have some tough work to do?
Definitely still have tough work to do. I'm not gonna let myself ease down a little bit. We still have all the APs and CCP classes, and my counselors and teachers will not let me lower that down either. So, still gonna be working hard in the classroom as always. So, no breaks here, I guess.
No, no, no. All gas, no brakes for Kylie Folkwein. What's going to be your toughest class, you think, this senior year?
Definitely physics. Yeah.
What about is there one class? Is there one class that you can say I'm taking this because I enjoy it, or it's going to be a fun class, or it won't be stressful because it's going to be like an elective or something?
Um, I think I took clay and ceramics. I don't know. I don't have my schedule. I think I put that on there. I'm not really sure.
She's juggling so much. It's
Yeah.
all it's in there somewhere. She'll be ready to go when school starts.
Yeah.
Let's talk about like enjoy. I know you're enjoying everything you're doing this summer with volleyball and traveling for softball, but do you get any time to just kind of take a breath a little bit and just enjoy summer vacation?
Um, when I'm home, I definitely like hang out with like me and my cousin Maya have gotten really close to her. I like go over there. She lives in Jack's Mountain, so she like we'll go to like the lake together. Riley has a lake house, so we go on like the lake. Mostly when I'm home, I'm either going shopping or I'm laying out at the pool. I gotta fix my farmer's stand that I have going on. So those are like the two things that I do.
That softball player too, that's gotta be taken care of real quick, right? When you think of the legacy you want to leave at Austintown Fitch, you've already done it. Like you could leave right now, and people would know what your name is for a long time. But you have one more year to do even more. What kind of legacy do you want to leave, especially on this volleyball program, for the players of the future?
Um, I feel like I want to leave like knowing that like people like if someone were to talk about me and like they were like on my team as a teammate, they'll be like, "Oh, I loved her as a teammate." like like if you would have asked me like my freshman year, I'd been like, oh, I wanted to have the most kills, digs, the most home runs in the school. But like as I got older and like wiser, I feel like having a better teammate than being a better player is so much more important. Because like nobody's gonna remember how many kills I had in the one game, but like if I was there and someone had a bad game, like picking them up constantly, they're gonna be like, oh, she was always there for me, and like that's just a better feeling to have. Like personally, like I love when like I could look at someone and they're like, it's okay, you got it, more than like, oh my god, here she goes again, hitting the ball out the back. Like, I just want people to think of me as like, I love to be on the team with her. Like, she was just so much fun to have.
That doesn't come from anywhere. I'm sure there are players in your past that made you feel that way, so you can
Yeah.
now make other people feel that way. Who were that? Who were those seniors for you in volleyball that kind of made you kind of switch that mindset?
Um, Definitely Jocelyn Jordan. When I was a freshman, she was a senior, obviously, and like she just like took me in because like I was just like little freshman, like I was starting varsity, and I was just like scared because I was like obviously intimidated because she's like 6'3" and I was like 5'6" at the time, and like she just like always like I could like look at her and she's like, you can do it, because like I would be like nervous or intimidated if we were like down and like they like look at me to set because I was playing outside, and she's like, you got this. And like just like having that like person that keeps like pushing you up is a great feeling to have. And then like our libero, Izzy DiRenzo, last year, she is the sweetest person ever. But like if you like mess up, she's not like the person to be like, oh, it's okay. She's like, you have to do this. Like I know you can do it. You put the work in. Like let's go. Like I just feel like someone that's like criticizing you but like encouraging you at the same time is just like the type of teammate that like I want to be, and they were that to me. So I'm trying to like pass it on to like the younger generations and even the girls in my grade still.
All right, Kylie, you've done enough of these. You know how we like to end them. We want to take the limelight off yourself for a little bit and shine on the people in your life. And I know you have a lot of them, so I want to give you as much time as you want to give out some thank you, some flowers to the people that you think
Yeah.
deserve it this time around.
Um, Obviously my mom and dad, they're my biggest supporters. My family, friends, my aunt wants a special shout out, my aunt Samantha. I know she wants one, so there's her special shout out. And then yeah, just all my best friends, family, all my coaches, best supporters I have. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Shout out to Aunt Samantha. You got it.
Yes.
You're out there. We see you. You got one. Kylie, we will wish you the best of luck in this volleyball season. We'll be out there covering you, and then we'll get you back in for a basketball one. How about that?
Yes.
All right. See you soon, Kylie.
All right.